Well, folks, if you're a fan of the TV series Yellowstone, you know just how legendary the Four Sixes Ranch is, even to the Dutton family in Montana. But of course, the Four Sixes is very real and right down the road in King County. And over the last week and a half, a prequel to the Yellowstone series called 1883 has been filming at the Four Sixes, and many of the cast and crew have been staying here with us in Lubbock. KAMC's Laughead has been out to the ranch to give us a behind-the-scenes look.
We're at a place that hardly needs an introduction. The Four Sixes Ranch in Guthrie in very windy West Texas. It's a place steeped in history. And now Hollywood has come calling for good old Texas cowboys.
You James Dutton?
Yes, sir.
Mind if we speak?
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying. My family's meeting me here tonight, and we're heading north. North till I find country's worth the journey.
One of the biggest stars of the new TV show, 1883, is not Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, or even Sam Elliott. It's the Four Sixes Ranch, a symbol of Texas cowboy culture known for its 6666 brand. The ranch takes up 260,000 acres across northwest Texas and the Panhandle, making it roughly the size of San Antonio. And now it's home to a set straight from the Wild West and a crew and cast of 600. Nearby Guthrie's population tripled overnight.
We are so small, and so not a whole lot goes on around here.
Guthrie resident Amber Long runs the Farmhouse Coffee Company. Her house is right next door. Her shop is one of the few operations around, along with the Four Sixes Supply House and a historic courthouse. The coffee company opened its doors on November 11th.
Thank you, guys.
Just before the show's cast and crew descended on the scene.
They have been more than gracious and super nice, and I hate to say, kind of surprisingly cool.
With coffee, sweet treats, and Wi-Fi, not so easy to come by in cattle country, their business has been booming among the new Texas transplants.
It's nice to see a show that actually portrays like a real cowboy and not a dime store cowboy. My husband is a cowboy and has trained horses his whole life, and I have as well. So it's nice to see real people and being portrayed correctly.
The show is trading a studio for the South Plains, and Hollywood is heading straight to the source.
There you go.
That means something to Becky Taylor, a big fan of the series.
Have you seen Yellowstone? Yes, I watch it religiously, yes. I stay up late at night so I can watch it after I put my kids to bed.
Pretty addictive.
Jody Reel is the superintendent of Guthrie Common School District with 135 students. In his 10 years there, he's never seen anything remotely like this.
I think it's pretty special. I mean, it's from our perspective, it's a good opportunity for us to see part of, what goes into that is unbelievable to us. Also, just to have it showcase, honestly, the beauty we see every day and we take for granted.
But not everyone feels as excited. Some Guthrie residents say they're concerned about the traffic, and others are cautious around the sudden influx of strangers and looky-loos. Guthrie is so tiny, you can't even call it a town. It's not a town at all. It's an unincorporated community with a population somewhere under 300 and located about an hour and a half east of Lubbock.
I had a teacher the other day say she needed to find a key to her house because she hadn't locked her house in years and had no clue where the key was.
1883 is booked up just about every hotel room in a 90-mile radius, and about 120 crew members are staying in these RVs. But a number of the cast extras and crew are local, like Vince Valdez, who is from Lubbock and works in production.
As you'll see in the show, there's some pretty good scenes that you can only do in West Texas.
He showed us some behind-the-scenes video as they trained horses to play dead, and how they used giant fans and helicopters to simulate a Texas tornado, which they almost didn't need, with the winds clocking up to 65 miles per hour one film day.
We've been to Montana, and we've been to other locations, but specifically coming back home to West Texas was an honor. You can't replicate this location.
But other than the beautiful backdrops, Jody Reel hopes the viewers will also take away a real sense of rural Texas.
Genuineness and the quality of the people in the community, and that is largely reflected, in the cowboy culture. And so if that comes through, then I think they've succeeded.
Laughead, KAMC News.
Laura, 1883 is on Paramount Plus, and the producers are planning another show set at the Four Sixes to begin production at the ranch sometime next year.